Good evening, guys. It's 4:45 p.m. Today is Tuesday, December 6th, and we had a trend down day, surprisingly. and so it was a good down day, right? So we were able to capture the down move, not fully, because we usually don't hang on to our trade fully, so we get few points in the direction and then we are done for the day. So today is all about Globex high and low and yesterday's RTH low across the board, and that area will give us some intraday directional clue, entry, exit, scaling, etc. Right? So this statement alone is enough to give us a direction, and that is what essentially happened. Right? The background was NQ is holding below 820, 840. Yesterday is our max first level, and the second and 4012, which was the level in ES, and also both are also holding it above yesterday's second max level. So basically they are stuck between two levels from yesterday, the max target levels for sellers, right? And when price is stuck between two max target levels, two things can happen. Either it's going to go above both areas, that means it's going to go above Globex high, or go below both, that means more sellers, right? It is that simple. The question now is whether price wants to go towards Powell's speech driven 11/30th low, which they tagged it today. Today price tagged, all the indexes tagged that low. That was the ultimate target, for the folks who were holding their trade. This area was the ultimate target. So I gave target also, so for today's target was 39.48 or 23. So both got achieved, and 23 held it. NQ same thing, 525, 500 area basically, and then I think it was 637, but anyway, so that's the note for today. And then let's look into here, right? So this area was listed as the aggressive sellers area, when I wrote a note at 6 o'clock. Right? This area was aggressive sellers area. Right after my note, you can see this area held it here, right? So aggressive sellers area held it. That's the first thing to note down. Here price did not even get to aggressive sellers area, but it went down from, actually it did, yeah, see here, and then it came down. So both aggressive sellers responded, right? Then it was an ugly price action, because it was stuck between buyers and sellers, aggressive buyers, aggressive sellers, right, till open. So what we discussed in Discord, that it is not advisable to trade in the middle, which is this area 4004 to 6. However, I also said this area will generate a move, nice move, up or down, I have no clue, but it will generate a move. So since we have no clue, because when we enter in the middle, it can go up or down, right? So we rather wait for confirmation, which was Globex low, yesterday's RTH low, or Globex high, right? Whichever way it goes, we will go with it, right? In that direction, that will be our clue, right? So this was yesterday's low, this was aggressive buyers area, Globex low, right? So what happened? This middle area generated a move, which was also our dream number, powerful number, right? So it generated the down move, right? And price sliced through Globex low. That was the first clue. So if you are early, you can even short here, but then you have to worry about this yesterday's low, right? So that would be one trade if you want to, or you can wait for this yesterday's low. Then ES, look at ES, started a move from here, right? And then it went through this 87, right? So at that time internals were strong, means they were in a bullish disconnect phase. That means buyer can step in at this point, in this 87 area, this support, and they did actually. So but in that process price went down all the way to 80s. That means it's a confirmed breakdown for these things, right? Now I was waiting for a pullback, right? And that's why we took a short 92, this area, right here, which is this here, NQ, same thing, we took the short here 735 along with it yes, right? And now you can target this or this. See, this area was listed as straight exhaustion to watch out, right? So it was like price was coming straight here. If you look at 10-minute chart, 15-minute chart, right? NQ, straight exhaustion equal to buy, right? So this statement was here also listed, right? This was all pre-market. So what that tells you is I do my homework, you know, going through all the scenarios, right? That's why I was able to type this, you know. So if you see a statement here, that means I might have gone through the scenario where I'm expecting price to come down, straight down, exhaustion fashion, right? Both way here, look at this, see, straight down, right? And then it paused here, see that? So I've already went through these scenarios in the pre-market, you know, when I was writing a note in my mind, both upside, downside, how far it can go, all these things. That's why I put that statement, right? So this statement is valid only 10:30, right? So by 10:30, see here. So only valid if when price comes there. So exhausted, yes. What is internal looking like, right? All these things, where is NQ, all these things you have to watch, right? So internals, well, by that time it was in the morning, it was not good supporting sellers, but then at 10:30 when it came down here, it was trending down, right? So now internals are trending down, bullish disconnect failed, and it is exhausted. So you can get a reactionary long, but it doesn't make sense to go long here now. You rather wait for short opportunity, because now price is action here and open drive is telling you that sellers are in control. So no longs, but you can take a profit into this area, which I did, you know. So I took a profit here. I took a profit here also in NQ, here and here. Yes, I took a profit here because it was our exchange area. And then finally I gave up here, you know. At this point, only two things possible. Either is going to balance here and then bounce back up, and somewhere here some sellers will step in, and if internals are rising by that point, it will do ping pong. And here you can see it, NQ reach first here, ES did not reach here. So NQ basically waited, paused around here for ES to get here. Then both indexes decided together, then they become in sync, right? They came in sync. So you can see there is a chop here, right? So you can technically short here because momentum was completely below zero, right? So you can take a short here, but then you have to wait through the sit to the chop, or you can wait for this balance to be clear out, then you can short. So when this thing happened, right, it went to 48 area. So here, this was the important area, you know, that was the target. So when price gets to the target, obviously it's going to bounce. Somebody is going to take a profit. This could be the low of the day, or 39.23, this area could be the low of the day, right? One of the two areas I gave you. NQ, either this area or this 525, 495 area could be the low of the day, right? So you know at least max potential is second one is here, first one is here. So if first one is when you see this thing is holding multiple attempts, right, and AD is not moving higher, that could be the short. Only problem in NQ, you can do the shorting here, right here. But ES you have to be careful because ES is still stronger than NQ. So when it bounced from 48, it doesn't make sense, you know, to short right here at the first test, you know, even though I'm giving you a short here, right? See here, 48, right here. But you have to realize it comes with the risk, you know. So I rather wait for a price to do like this ping ponging, right, then break, and then I will short right here, basically, you know, right at 48 basically I will short right here, you know. So this short would have been right here, right? So an NQ, you know, you can short here after this breakdown, right, because it's further away from this, or you can take this short, you know, once this breakdown happens, and then you can target this 527 strong pink line, or you can target this area, this blue line, you know. At the same time, when ES reach 23, that's where you bail out, 100%, because that's another second max target. Now whatever happens, even though price tank, you are not interested in it, because already max is achieved. And that is what happened. See here, when it achieved this target, it bounced, right? And then it again came down. So here it basically trapped the sellers, those who are aggressive enough, to short at the tail end, they got trapped. And then price did not come back down here. See that? Same thing here. So you have to know when to stop trading. If you continue to trade, you will lose. You will give back all this profit, right? So those are the trades. This one worked out very nicely today. Because of the pre-market notes. Where it says below Globex low, shorts, right? Directional clue. Same thing. So it's always a pre-planning works. You have to plan for it, and if price is behaving that way, then it gives you some comfort, in execution. And that be all for today. I'll see you tomorrow.